Hey, what is up, YouTube? Simon here. I'm gonna bring you another Cinema 4D tutorial, and today I'm doing something that I'm kind of new at too. I've done it a few times. It's called character rigging. So basically, you take a model of a character and you turn that model into a rigged model. So what that means is you can move his joints, his arms, and you can basically animate him from there on out. So I'm gonna be doing a basic rig, a rig that it's basically standard that everyone should know before they go and animating a character, but there is more advanced rigs. If any of you people out there are Minecrafters and have downloaded a Minecraft rig, you can see there's handles and options, but that comes in with other plugins to help kind of ease you into animating, because it can be very hard if you don't label all your joint points. So I'll open up my rig. So this is what a rig should look like. It should look like just a basic character, or any character really, but you select what joint you want, let's say this knee, and you can move it along the axis points pretty much any way. But if you do an arm, like, one thing you'll eventually notice is something like, I'll move it, it's like that. Someone's chest shouldn't be collapsing in just by putting their arm at their side. So I'll try my best to show you how to fix that, and I know how to fix that. Other people may have explained it better, but I'll try my best. So first of all, let me delete all these points. And the skin. So now we have our basic character. I did not model this character, I'm not that good, but you can find lots of characters online, which is how I found mine. So let's get started. This isn't for people who are very advanced or beginner. You should kind of be knowing how to use the tools, because I'm not going to be going over how to use everything again. Alrighty, so first of all, let's go up and go into character and go down to joint tool. So now you can draw joints, or you can control click to draw joints. But obviously, if it does something like that, that's because on your tool, go down to symmetry and symmetry none. So what that does is makes it so when you control click to draw joints, it doesn't draw it on both. But if you don't control click and you just move a joint, it will move it. But if you do something like this, you can actually scale up the size of your joint so it's not moving along like a fixed point. Alrighty, so let's get started. Instead of just going in here and drawing joints wherever, it's not going to come out very nicely, obviously. And there's a certain spot where you want to start making your joints, because if you move, if you just move your body, one point that moves the least is like right above the pelvic area, like I guess right like in your gut. So it's right there, probably moves the least out of your whole body. So that's where you want to start your first bone, because that's the point where all your bones are going to originate from. So let's go up and click on the window tab and go into front view, and if it doesn't show his actual body, go up to display and go to ground shading, and that will bring up that. So now let's get started. I'm gonna go for about right there. Actually, I'm gonna do lines. Yeah, I can see it better. Alright, so let's probably do one right there, then one right there for his arms so that to branch out, and then one at the bottom of his neck, and then one at the top of his head. Alright, now instead of going in and doing the arms singly, each we can put on symmetry, but if you just go in here and click that, we don't want a joint going from the top of his head to his shoulder, so you want to kind of select where you want the joint to start from. Like I want it to start right there, so I select that. But like I said, we can throw in some symmetry for it to be easier. So you have the joint tool, because you can go up here and select it again, and go up to the symmetry and go to draw, and then after you have this selected, you can go control click right there, one at here, right here where his elbow is, and then his hand, and that's basically all you need right now. This is a basic model. We're not doing finger movements or anything like that. You can find more advanced ones, but this is for people who are kind of new at it. I'm fairly new. I know a little bit, but yeah. So now let's go to the leg. Let's click right there. Not control click, just regular click. And then after you have that joint selected, you can control click to like about right there. Because we don't want it going like that. We want it to go like that. The feet get a little bit tricky though. So we can go right there. And then let's switch views. And we can move that in by just clicking and dragging. And then control click right there. And then control click right there. Alright, so now if we go up into our regular view, it's not lined up perfectly at all. We gotta really straighten this out. This is very rough right now. So let's start out with the feet, and let's go into our top view and take our feet and move them in, and take our arms, kind of move them in, and take our elbows, kind of try to make everything look pretty perfect. Let's go into side view and really straighten everything out. You really want to make this perfect. This is pretty much key to having a good model. And I'll show you something with the back that's extremely important. See how the back kind of conforms like that? You want to really try to get your back to line up like that. And really straighten everything out. That's like the most important part. If the hand's still kind of popping out like it is for me, you can go into the C, which right here, which helps a lot, and actually it looks pretty good. Alright, so after you kind of got everything looking good, to check it, you can click, so your character right here on your character object to where it's not on, and that's your character pretty much. But you'll notice something. If you go in to like a joint, let's say I want to move this joint, the joint just gets moved right out of the skin, so we gotta bond it together. So make sure everything is kind of maximized out, and then click it all, and go up to character, and go to, I think it's commands, yeah, and then click on bind. So it just binded your character to each other. So now if you, that's weird. Huh. I'll be right back with the video. I'm gonna pause it and I'll be back with how to bind it. My bad. Hey, what up, you guys? I'm back and I found my error. I'll try this again one more time. And so let's go up and I'll delete my my weight object, because that's something that's created when you do a bind, and that basically means that it adds weight to your. It's hard to explain, but you'll know in a minute. I'll show you. So we're gonna go up under here and just select our children, and we're gonna control click and select that. Go up to character, commands, and I think it's bind. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it should be. Alright, yeah. So, just gotta make sure you select all of the children, because it may appear that it is, but right-clicking and selecting is a lot more reliable. So we have that. It looks pretty good, actually. So, if you can't just select a joint, though, that's one thing. You have to go into here, and if you label it all, make like your own kind of labeling system to where it's like, abbreviated, that would be so much better than going in here and trying to find which joint. But see, if I go like this, it collapses the body, and when I go out, it like stretches out. Well, that's called a weight problem, because when you move the weight on this, it's not being distributed right. It should be only changing stuff right in this area. The weight shouldn't be being distributed all the way down here. So, weight effector. Oh wait, never mind, that's not what it was. I think this actually sums up this tutorial. This was just a quick tutorial today on character rigging. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and look down in the comment section for other cool videos, like modeling a Pokeball and other cool stuff. So yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.